So, a few updates before we start. So first, you may notice my audio sounds a bit better than it normally does. And that is because I grabbed this deployable wall thing out of my garage, and, it kind of acts like those soundproof foam pad things you can buy or whatever. The only problem is that it traps all the heat, and it's already pretty hot in my room, and plus I don't deal with heat very well, so yeah. And second, on my second channel, I'm going to be starting a new series, which is gonna be more like the old style of gaming videos I did, where I just kind of sit there and, talk and shit, because those were always fun to make, and people liked those, so might as well bring a series, bring that back in, like, some sort of series. Anyway, on to the video. So today, I was just, low-key sitting on my futon, smoking some fucking meth, right? And, well, I thought that I should make a new series on this channel. And the series would be devoted to me just kind of talking about stuff. And, because I like talking about stuff, it's nice to make a more relaxed, less heavily edited video from time to time. And, well, let's just get on to, today, we're going to be talking about screaming children in restaurants. Now, there's not been one time where I've sat down at a restaurant and not had one child screaming like a fucking banshee. Like, seriously, if they're babies, okay, that's excusable. I am sensitive to loud noises, but, I'm not expecting the whole world to take me into consideration and, coddle me and shit. No. The world's a harsh place, damn it. That's not how it works. But, I'm just talking for people in general that are trying to eat or talk or something. They don't want to hear some child going, like shit. And the parents will just sit there senselessly and just let their child scream like a fucking banshee so loudly. Like, there are people trying to eat here, love. Control your goddamn children, okay? Like, if I was a child that age, if I was a child and I were 5 years old, I mean, some people might say my parents are too fucking strict, but I don't give a shit. I think they're awesome. And, if I were screaming like a banshee, we would have been going home. Like, shit. The things that parents will allow their children to do these days, it just astounds me. I once saw some children, and it was at Target, yes, and I was walking through the plushie aisle, because, we were shopping, and, I was just looking around. I had some money, didn't really know what to buy. And I was walking through the plushie aisle, and there were these children, and they were both, like, I don't know, 5 or 6, and they were throwing fucking beanbags on the floor, and they were throwing plushies into it. Like, and their mom, she was just sitting there going, stop it, and she was in, like, the next aisle over. She was just sitting there letting her children do this. Like, if I were a child, again, and I did this, even if I was 5, I mean, some people might say, woo, you're 5, you can do whatever they fucking want, woo. Well, I think, honestly, if I were 5 and I did something like that, we would be going the fuck home, and I would have to sit in my room all day. I mean, shit, I think that parents do not discipline their children enough. I mean, shit, a lot of people have said this, but it is true. Parents need to discipline their children more. It is a consistent thing. I mean, I'm not saying that all parents are not strict enough, but I'm just saying that a lot of parents that I see, they'll let their children just fucking scream and scream. I saw today, I was actually at this Mexican restaurant, right? And there was this family of, like, 10 people, right? And they had this one child, and he was blasting Dame Tu Cosita on his mom's phone. And he also had a toy trumpet, and he was blowing into the fucking thing, and it was really loud. Like, maybe I just have a bit of a bias here, because, again, I have Asperger's, I'm sensitive to a lot of noises or whatever. But I think generally normal people would not like to hear that while they're trying to talk or, eat in general. I think that's very rude, generally. I mean, shit. Again, and the parents were just sitting there like, they thought it was funny, actually. Like, what the? I mean, the dumb took a seat apart. It wasn't that loud, and it was out of his phone speakers. My hearing's just kind of. I have fucking dog hearing. It's a thing in my family, okay? But, that wasn't too bad. But the trumpet thing was really bad. And, there was also a child, and he was like 2, that they had with them, right? And he was screaming the loudest I've ever heard a child scream in my entire fucking life. Like, holy shit, I had to cover my ears constantly while I was eating, okay? I mean, sure, not as many people are as sensitive to loud noises as I, and, I don't expect the whole world to, again, I don't expect the whole world to, like, fucking be based around me, but, they were Hispanic, so, maybe it's a bit of a culture shock, maybe, because my parents were mostly German. Most of my relatives are German, and I know that German parents, they're generally more strict than a lot of other cultures, or maybe I'm wrong. I don't fucking know, but maybe it's a bit of a culture shock kind of thing. I don't know, but well, final point of today's video is that parents should discipline their kids more. I mean, not like beating them with a fucking hot metal rod, no, but at least like tell them not to fucking scream more firmly, when there's people in restaurants. Yeah, so, I don't really know how to end this. Just bye, everybody. I hope you jump off a bridge or something, I don't know.